All right, let's look at page 3. Create a protocol called vehicle with two requirements: a non-settable number of wheels property of type int and a function called drive. Okay, so that's not too hard. So just like creating a class, we use the keyword protocol and we're calling this one vehicle. That's it. So we've created our protocol. Now inside the protocol, we need a variable called number of wheels, and it's of type int. However, it said it's non-settable. So non-settable means, well, actually tells you right here. Hold on. Let the error come out. It says property protocol must have explicit get or get set specifier. So we're just gonna do get, because get tells us that it's not settable. You could only get the integer, you can't set it, right? And func drive, right? A function called drive. Now, we don't know what that function does yet, because we haven't created it, but essentially we have the function. All right, we're done here. Cool. Define a car struct that implements the vehicle protocol. Right, so how do we create a struct? So struct, right, and call it car, and it is just a struct, but it's gonna adopt the vehicle protocol. Cool. So we have a struct, an empty struct, but a struct that's called car that conforms to vehicle. Now it says type car does not conform to protocol vehicle. Why? Because protocol vehicle, any class or any structure that conforms to vehicle needs these two things. So we need to make these two things. So let's have a look. Var number of wheels of type int, and we're gonna return, I don't know, I guess 4. How many wheels are you gonna have? You could have 6 wheels if you have a nice big truck, which I like. So 6 wheels. Let's be different here. Cool. We're not done yet. You also need one more thing. You need a drive function. So we're gonna say, I don't know, print something here. Yay, I'm driving. Right, I don't care what I'm putting in here, but I am. As soon as I implement these two things, that error goes away, because we're saying this protocol, it needs these two things. So we're saying this struct is gonna conform to this protocol, we must include these two things. Cool. So define a car struct that implements the vehicle protocol. Number of wheels should return a value of 4 and drive. I really should be reading the question before I start typing. Cool. 4 and drive that print vroom vroom. I'm not printing vroom vroom. Create an instance of car, print the number of wheels. Okay. So var my car is a instance of car, and I'm gonna print, well, my car dot number of wheels, and it should print 4. Cool. All right, print the number of wheels, then call drive. Sure. I'm gonna go my car dot drive, and it should print yay, I'm driving. Cool. All right, let's move on here. Okay, this is a short page, it's not bad. Define a bike struct that implements the vehicle protocol. Number of wheels should return a value of 2, and drive should print begin pedaling. Create an instance. Okay, let's have a look here. So struct bike, this structure is going to conform to vehicle, the protocol vehicle, and for it to conform to vehicle, by the way, it's going to give me an error, and let's have Xcode fix it for me. Cool. So this is a observable property, so we're going to return 2 like it said, and begin pedaling. All right, I'll actually follow instructions this time. Begin pedaling. Cool. Create an instance of bike. Var my bike equals bike, and print the number of wheels, and then call. Okay, so my bike dot number of wheels. I totally did my car. All right. That's cool. My bike dot number of wheels and my bike dot drive. So if we run this, we're going to return 2 here, and it's going to say, yay, I'm driving. Cool. All right, let's move on to page 4. That was a short one. All right, page number 4. So previously in app exercises, you've used inheritance to enforce similar behavior between different kinds of workouts. However, you can enforce this behavior between different workouts using protocols. Create a protocol workout with 2 requirements, a settable property called distance and a settable property called time, both of type double. Pretty easy. So protocol workout and var distance of type double, and it is settable, so get set. And var, what's the second one? Time of type double, and this is also a get set. Cool. Okay, we're done here, right? All right, let's have a look here. Create 2 structs, running workout and swimming workout. Both should conform to workout protocol. Uncomment the function simple workout, so we'll uncomment this below. Create an instance of each of your structs and call simple workout twice, passing in running workout object and then a swimming workout object. All right, let's look at this one thing at a time, okay? So create 2 structs, running workout and swimming workout. So let's start with that, because this is sort of a mouthful, right? Struct running workout both should conform to the workout protocol. Cool. So that's my running workout, and struct swimming workout, and this is going to conform to workout as well. Cool. So I've got 2 structs and they both conform to this workout. Awesome. Now obviously it should, exactly, there we go. It gave me an error here because it needs the stubs, var distance and distance of time and distance, sorry, var distance which of double and var time of double, right? So I need these 2, and obviously I'm gonna need these 2 as well. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look here. Create 2 structs, running workout and swimming workout. We've done that. Both should conform to the workout protocol. We've done that. Uncomment the function simple workout below. Let's go ahead and do that. Some of these instructions are mouthfuls. Create an instance of each of your structs and call simple workout twice, passing in running workout object. Okay, hold on. Let's go bit by bit. Create an instance of each of your structs. Okay, so let's do this. Var my running equal running workout, and distance I'm gonna say 1,000 meters. Let's go ahead and do this, and time, I don't know, say 100 seconds. Cool. And I'm gonna go var my swimming, and it's gonna be an instance of swimming workout, and distance, let's do 2,000 meters, and let's say, I don't know, 500 seconds. Cool. All right, so create an instance of each of your structs. We've done that, and call simple workout twice. Okay, passing in running workout object and then swimming. Okay, so we're calling up this function simple workout description, and the type of workout, the first one is my running, and I'm gonna call this again apparently, and it's my swimming. And this function simply says you went this distance meters in this seconds. All right, let's see if that works. Yes, it does. You went 1,000 meters in 100 seconds. You went 2,000 meters in 500 seconds. The third and fourth page seems significantly easier in this lab. All right, let's move on to the very last page, page 5. All right, page 5. Your fitness tracking app will likely have a class dedicated to receiving information from the fitness tracking hardware. The heart rate receiver class below represents a very simplified example of what this may look like with monitoring heart rate. The function start heart rate monitor example, which is this thing right here, will generate random heart rates and assign them to current HRs, simulating how an instance of heart rate receiver, which is this class right here, may pick up on a new heart rate reading at a specific interval. Heart rate view controller, which is this thing right here, below is a view controller that will present the heart rate information to the user. Throughout the exercise below, you'll use the delegate pattern to pass information from an instance of heart rate receiver, which is a class, to the view controller, which is this class, so that anytime new information is obtained, it is presented to the user. Okay. All right, let's see what we have to do here. This is a mouthful. So let me go through this code that they've given us. So they have a class here, heart rate receiver. That's pretty self-explanatory. They've got an observable property here. They have a dit set. Okay, whenever current heart rate changes, you do this, you print this stuff, and you've got a function here, start heart rate monitoring example, that essentially is a for loop, 1 to 10, that randomly generates numbers and puts in random HR. And then it sleeps the thread. Sleeping the thread is like stopping the processor from working for 2 seconds and then repeating over again and then turning it back on, I guess. And then you've got a class of type UI view controller. All right, okay. That's pretty clear so far. All right, let's see what we have to do. First, create an instance of heart rate receiver, which is this class right here, and call start heart rate monitoring example, which is the function. Notice that every 2 seconds, okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna call var my HR intake, I don't know, is of type heart rate receiver, and there's no initializers, so let's go ahead and make an instance of that. And then we're gonna call up my heart rate intake dot start heart rate monitoring example and call it notice that every 2 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and print. Let's see if that works. All right, so every 2 seconds or so, it's randomly generating a thing. Yeah, okay, it's working perfectly fine. It should only generate 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. That's it. Yeah, so that worked perfectly. So I created an instance of this class and I called up the function, which essentially generates random numbers and sleeps the thread and redoes it all over and over again. Cool. Okay, that was pretty easy. All right, so this is a mouthful here. Let's have a look. In a real app, printing to the console does not show information to the user, of course. You need a way of passing information from the heart rate receiver to the heart rate view controller. To do this, create a protocol called heart rate receiver delegate. Okay, that's a big name, so I'm gonna copy. Yeah, doesn't let me copy, eh? Command C, boom. That requires a method heart rate update. Okay, so let's read this again. You need a way of passing information from the heart rate receiver to the heart rate view controller. Okay, to do this, create a protocol called that requires a method heart rate update to BPM, where BPM is of type int, and represents the new rate as beats per minute. Since Playground reads from top to bottom, yes, and the 2 previously declared classes will need to use this protocol, you'll need to declare this protocol above the declaration. Okay, so we need to put it up top. Okay, so what we have to do here is we have to make a protocol. That's all we have to do. And let's see if I do this right. Command V, that's the name of the protocol that they want us to call it. And the protocol will require only one function. So the function, if I go down here, is called this. So let's have again, doesn't let me copy. All right, so let's do this. I just want to make sure here, to the heart receiver, to do this, create a protocol. Okay, we did that. That requires a method, which is a function. Okay, where BPM is of type int. Okay, so func, we're gonna do this. BPM is of type int. Cool. Let's see, am I missing anything here? Of type int and represents the new rate. Okay, since playground. Okay, we did this. I think we did this right. Is there an error? No, there isn't. So just a protocol that requires this function, and that ends the protocol. Cool. All right, where am I? Okay, moving on. Now make heart rate view controller adopt the protocol you've just created. Okay, period. That's pretty easy to do. We need to go to this, and we're gonna say it's gonna adopt heart rate receive delegate. Heart rate receive delegate, right? So that's the protocol that I just created. Yeah. Okay, so obviously this is not going to conform, and the reason it's not going to conform is because I'm missing the function that is required. So let's go ahead and add that function, and we need to put code in this function. Did they tell us what to do in here? Okay, inside the body, there we go, inside the body of the required method, you should set the text of the heart rate label and print. Okay, so let's set the heart rate label. So because there is a heart rate label here, so how do we do that? Let's go, what's the heart rate label dot text equals what are we setting it to? Inside the body of the required method, you should set the text heart rate label. Yeah, what am I saying? Inside the body of the required method, you should set the text of the heart rate label and print. What are we setting it to? Heart rate label. I guess heart rate label takes the beats per minutes. I'm assuming that's what they want. So this is a text. Let's go ahead and do that. Beats per minutes. Cool. And we're printing something as well, apparently. So what are we printing? Where am I? Text and print. Command C, I'm printing this. So I'm printing the user has been shown a heart rate of, insert heart rate here. Yeah, so it is the beats per minute. So we're gonna go beats per minute. Cool. Let me just make sure I did this right. Now make protocol, we've done that. Yeah, this is good, we're done this. Okay, now add a property called delegate. Okay, so this is a property, so variable, to heart rate receiver, which is this class. That is of type heart rate receive delegate optional. Okay. Let's see if we could do that. Let's see if there's any other instructions. In the did set, okay, so let's do that first. So let's go ahead and add a variable, okay? So let's add a variable, var, what do they want us to call it again? Var, add a property called delegate, var delegate of type heart rate of type heart rate receiver delegate, of type heart rate receiver delegate optional. And essentially it's this protocol. So we created a variable of this protocol. All right, there should be no errors. Perfect. Okay, so let me go back here now. Add a property called delegate to heart rate receiver that is of type heart rate receiver delegate optional. Great. In the did set of current HR, where current HR is successfully unwrapped, in the did set, okay, so this is where it successfully unwraps. So right here. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Where it successfully unwraps, call heart rate delegate to BPM on the delegate property. Okay, so call the heart rate updated to BPM on the delegate property. Okay, I think I know what to do here. So the delegate property that we just made, right? Which is, where is it? Where did I put it? let me clean this up. Yeah, I put it right here. So so I'm gonna call, what did it say again? In the did set current HR, where is successful unwrapped, call heart rate on the delegate property, call heart rate updated, so dot heart rate updated. Okay, so we're calling this up. Cool. What do we put in here? 2. So this is heart rate updated. So this is the function heart rate updated. So what are we putting here on the delegate property? To BPM. So I need to give it something. And the did set HR. Oh, and the did set of heart rate where current HR successful unwrapped, call heart rate. Okay, so we have to put heart rate in here. Heart rate, current HR rather, because it's successfully unwrapped. Yeah. I'm just gonna see here, int optional. No, we want this. Cool. Just want to make sure I did this right. In the did set of the current HR where current HR is successfully unwrapped, call. Yeah, this is where it successfully unwraps. All right. Right, so we know it successfully unwraps because there's an if let, so this is what they're talking about. All right, I'm pretty sure this is correct so far. This is really long. Okay, finally, good. Finally, return to the line of code just after you initialize an instance of heart rate receiver. So that's this thing right here. Initialize an instance of heart rate view controller. So return the line of code after. So I'm gonna var my VC, I guess, equal. It's gonna be of type heart rate view controller. Good. My God, after you've initialize an instance for heart rate view controller, I did that. Then set the delegate property of your instance of heart rate receiver, okay, to be an instance of heart rate view controller. Let's read that again. Then set the delegate property of your instance of heart rate receiver, which is my HR intake, to be the instance of heart rate view controller that you just created. Okay, so my thing was called my HR intake dot delegate equals my VC. Then set the delegate property, which we're doing, of your instance of heart rate. That's my instance, so that's the delegate property of my instance, to be the instance of heart rate view controller, which is my VC that you just created. Okay, cool. Wait for your code to compile and observe what is printed. Oh, okay, we're done. In the console, every time that the current HR gets set, you should see both a printout of the most recent heart rate and the print statement stating that the heart rate was just shown to the user. Let's have a look. Let's run this. And it's working. So the user has been shown a heart rate of 70. And the most recent heart rate is 70. Yeah, good. It prints out 2 statements, where before it was just printing 1 statement at a time. And it should only print out 10 times. Yeah, perfect. All right. Oh, did it print out more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, perfect. All right. That's pretty much it. All right, that was a long one. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.